Over 700,000 orphans live in Russia, increasing at the rate of 113,000 per year. UNICEF estimates that 95% of these children are social orphans, meaning that they have at least one living parent who has given them up to the state. These children are often abandoned by their mothers, who have no parenting skills, no way to care for these infants, and no caring adult to offer help and advice. Thus, the cycle of abandonment and orphan youth continues. Nearly 200,000 orphans are currently growing up without families in state institutions. Do you know that there are a lot of orphanages in Russia? And these orphanages receive enough government aid to supply them with poorly nutritious food and a minimum of clothing. And that's all. Most of the orphanages are old buildings which have fallen into despair. Most of them have no bathing facilities for children who are bathed once a week with cold water, or they are walked to the local bathhouse. So what happened to the graduates of the orphanage? Did they have a good life? Well, no. There are 10 million children that are currently in risk, which includes those of the state orphanage system that is more than double its size since communism ended. For 90% of the 10 to 15,000 orphanage graduates, it's the beginning of the end. Each year, upon leaving state institutions, 40% become addicted to drugs and alcohol. Another 40% end up in a criminal world. Roughly half of all the girls are forced into prostitution. 10% will commit suicide. There's some organization that help these people. One of them is the Harbor. Their mission is to find the lost and forgotten orphans of the Russian state system who have a desire to succeed and develop them in such a way that they are anchored in life and launch into a sustainable future. The Harbor has a lot of programs, and those programs include practical formation. In here, the young adults will learn in-life skills such as cooking, nutrition, personal hygiene, budgeting, housekeeping, and family living. It also provides spiritual formation. Sometimes the Harbor invites pastors to encourage the young adults in the journey of finding God and meaning in life. Other than that, they also provide emotional and relational formation, which helps the children wrestle with their issues during individual and group sessions. Besides that, they also include educational formation. Staff members guide these young adults through their completion of high school education and eligibility for technical college or university studies. Lastly, vocational formation. Professionals provide basic competency in technology, carpentry, English, sewing, and cosmetology. Their objective is to help orphans too old for an orphanage integrate successfully into mainstream life, and not only provide material care, but also address the holistic needs of these children: emotional, social, spiritual, intellectual, and physical health. They ensure an adequate level of education and training skills and allow for a realistic job placement. They also provide highly trained and effective staff who see the potential and dignity in the lives of orphans. The harbor hopes to secure 8 permanent apartments, each housing 8 young adult orphans and full-time mentors. Also, they would like to develop a professional training center, offering degrees in 12 professions. They also like to train leaders for 250 programs within Russia and another 100 in the other CIS nation. Finally, they would also like to financially support the program through businesses and endowments. The harbor's progress is not bad so far. As you can see, the number increases every year, or every after 2 years. Since 2001 to 2008, there are 74 orphans that were helped, and 50 graduates. Also, per year, there are on average 5 to 10 Russian volunteers partnering with the harbor, and 3 harbor graduates working at the harbor as volunteers per year. Their facilities also have improved. As of March 2008, they built 3 residential apartments and 1 professional training center apartment. Their goal for this year is to rent 2 more residential apartments to house 60 new orphans every 2 years, and rent 1 more for the next step phase post-adoption. These goals are very hard to reach. The harbor won't be able to do it without your help. So, what can you do to help? Well, you could sponsor a young adult orphan or national staff. $150 a month will support a full-time resident, providing food, education, health care, clothes, transportation, school supplies, household supplies, and toiletries. And $900 a month will support a staff member. You can also help develop the professional training center. Donation designated for the PTC will go towards training orphans in the harbor and other regional orphanage in one of the 5 professions: carpentry, ceramics, computer programming, cosmetology, or sewing. If you want, you could also help create an endowment fund. The development of an endowment fund will allow them to purchase 8 more permanent facilities, ensuring that the program can last for generations. You could also host a gathering. You can share with others the needs and stories of these orphans.